It's because we're like two peas in a pod, but that's what best mates do. Do you know what I mean? You just like, someone said it to me today, they was like, oh, you and Lockie are so alike now, you're finishing each other's sentences and that. And I was like, I know, do you know, it's because we're just connected on a different level. Yeah. No, honestly, mate, I completely agree with you. There isn't anyone else like you. Tonight, I'll pick up a couple of bottles of wine, we'll have a little night in. Yeah, no, I love you too, man. It's so much better than I thought it was gonna be. You are literally my best friend.
You are mine as well, Peter.
The fuck?
You've said it now.
What?
You love me.
No, not you. I was talking to Lockie.
It's on camera. Cue titles! Hello and welcome to Pete and Sam's Reality News with me, Sam!
And me, Pete.
Hello and welcome to Pete and Sam's Reality News. This is the place for the very latest in reality TV. This week, we're going to be talking about a shock breakup, hearing about Pete's close call with Chloe Sims, piloting a brand new reality show with comedian Josh Jones, and we're going to be getting stuck in to the world of alternative therapies.
And of course, this week, I'll be bringing you Prick of the Week, the only important part of the show. And one of our nominees this week lost a massive election.
But first, as always, it's time for the latest reality news headlines. KSI slams Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight. Logan Paul is set to fight boxing legend Floyd Mayweather in June, a match that YouTuber KSI has called pointless.
Almost as pointless as KSI fighting Logan Paul himself. Sam and I were actually in LA for that fight, and it was like watching two drunk blokes happy slap each other in a car park.
I loved it.
It was fucking shit. No one was actually watching the fight because they were too interested in the fact that Justin Bieber was in the box next to us. Literally, the fight was going on and everyone was just recording Justin Bieber.
I did that. I was filming. You gonna be watching it, Pete?
I absolutely will not, no.
Maura Higgins and Chris Taylor have split.
I'm actually really surprised by this one. They were like really, really good friends. Everyone had all their hopes and dreams pinned on them two being like a fairy tale couple. Only last week, I think, they were discussing marriage. Maybe things just don't happen the way you want them to.
Not all relationships have to end over a cheat or a sext.
Is that a dig at me?
Well, both of us, really.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So on that note, we've actually pulled together some stats, some figures, some numerals. These are Love Island stats. 32 couples have split since leaving the show. The series has produced 4 babies from couples. Can you name me the couples who had babies?
Cara and Nathan. Jess and Dom, they had a baby.
Who the dick fuck are they?
Don't use my words.
Sorry. Chloe Sims narrowly escapes awkward run-in with Pete Wicks. Last weekend, our favourite reality stars were back out in force as the Towie cast descended into London for a big night out.
Basically, me and Lockie were celebrating because he's moved in with me. Saffron called me and said, oh, can we come and meet you? And I said, well, I'm going now. Who are you with? And she said, I'm with Chloe, Frankie, Demi and all that sort of stuff. So I left.
Is that because you're worried that, you know, a couple of alcoholic beverages have been consumed and maybe some old romances might have been rekindled?
That's exactly what I wasn't worried about. I was more worried that she would kick the shit out of me. Funny enough, actually, Lockie's just texted me. Oh, shit. What? I'm going to have to go, mate. He's lost one of the dogs.
We're mid-filming.
I'll be back as quick as I can. Sorry about that, mate. All good. Peggy's back safe.
On to the next story, running out of time. Yazmin Oukhellou showered with gifts from Mystery Man.
I don't think we should really talk about this.
I think we should.
No. He's my housemate at the minute, and it's kind of
Towie
irrelevant.
star and...
Yeah, Lockie, he's obviously living with him in a minute, and I don't think it's right to be talking about his ex-partner. Yazmin, I hope you're well, and I hope you're enjoying life in Dubai. I also hope you stay there.
Not before I've nutted Tyson Noah in the schnozzer.
Next story.
Now, here on Reality News, we always want to report to you from the forefront of celebrity culture. Welcome to Pete and Sam's Guide to Alternative Therapies. One alternative therapy that is meant to help with stress is body wrapping. Body wrapping has been around for centuries and was used in ancient times as a detoxing technique. Even the original influencer, Cleopatra, was a fan.
Please do not compare one of the most beautiful women of ancient history to a fucking influencer.
She was. She was the first person to ever get mummified.
She didn't post a selfie of her in her fucking tomb.
They painted stories onto her tomb of her, so actually, she was the first influencer.
Annoyingly, that's a very good point. Well, funnily enough, actually, this gives me an idea. So following Sam's body wrapping story, what I've done is I've wrapped Sam in cling film this week for Pete's House of Pain.
Oh! I don't know.
As you can see, Sam very tightly wrapped like a fucking burrito. What he has to do is answer questions, but he has to get the answers by buzzing one of the buzzers, which are each side of this beautiful room.
I haven't got any hands, mate.
You have got feet. Are you ready, Samuel?
I'm ready, sir.
OK, question number 1. What is my favourite alcoholic beverage? Is it A, dark rum, or B, tequila?
It's dark rum.
Good effort, but it's actually both, so you need to do both.
Oh, mate, come on.
Unless you got that wrong, Sam.
Oh, no!
Little pat. Just a little pat. Spell the word no. On my left, N-O. On my right, K-N-O-W.
No. N-O.
I was thinking of the other one, so...
Oh, no. Fuck. Oh, fuck's sake.
You're gonna have to still get there, mate. Just like a slug. You are correct, however, you did get it wrong first of all, so following on from the other week...
Can you get me up?
No, mate, no help needed. You're just gonna have to find your way across. What nut is at the centre of a Ferrero Rocher?
Hazel. Oh, shit.
Come on. I think you can do this, Samuel. Which way are you going, Sam?
Oh, no. Come on. I've got this. Oh.
Come on.
Oh, I'm stepped on the floor.
Use that head.
Come on, Sam.
Come on, Sam.
Oh, God, this is killing me.
Ready? Oh, no,
Oh,
sorry.
don't do
That's
that.
a nightmare. It's a nightmare. You can't do that in the House of Pain, mate. This is like watching Colin the Caterpillar. Yeah. There we go, but you are correct. Well done, Sam. Now we've got the final question. What year did Made in Chelsea start? A, the 10th of May, 2011, or B, the 9th of May, 2011? You're going to need to get yourself all the way over there, Sam. How do you feel about pastries? Do you like Eclairs? Here we go, Samuel. Look, there we go. There we go. Oh. Yes, lovely. Come on, you've got to get there to finish the game, mate.
No!
I believe in you. Come on, you can do it. Well done, it's the end of the game, Samuel. I think you did a great job, mate. Thank you for watching Pete's House of Pain. Well, I think that's a wrap.
I don't know. At least we got a scrap House of Pain.
Absolutely not, because it is my favourite part of the show, and evidently everyone's at home because we all like to see you suffer.
I can't believe it's been 10 years of Made in Chelsea.
How on earth have they managed to drag out 10 years of posh idiots with no personality making TV? So 7 years you've been on it. I've actually gone into the archives to find your first ever scene on Made in Chelsea. That, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, is Sam Thompson. Looking a little bit like a mugshot from Crime Watch. Made in Chelsea, didn't even value you enough. You're just Louise's brother.
I don't even really remember that Sam, to be honest.
And not many people remember this Sam.
Now from reality royalty to a reality star in the making. Sort of.
Jeffrey, round table, please.
We have the wonderful Josh Jones here, who's come up with a brand new reality show he'd like to discuss with us.
Firstly, before we get on to this, why the fuck would you want to discuss it with us?
Because you two are reality TV veterans.
Yeah. Thank you, but you're talking shit.
I know, but also you've made a lot of money out of being dickheads on TV, and I think I can do that as well. OK, so my idea is Manx in Manhattan. So basically, I want a free holiday.
Manx in Manhattan sounds like it could be another version of Banged Up Abroad.
My backup is Manx in Matalan, right? So they get me and a bunch of other people from Manchester and they lock us in a Matalan. It's like the Hunger Games, but with reasonably priced clothing and homeware. Have you ever been in a Matalan?
No, I thought it was a resort.
Oh, my God. You're
Like a
so
Butlins.
rich
Like a
that you thought
Butlins.
it was an island. So I've been thinking about who I can cast in my show.
It's like casting a film. They have certain characters for certain things.
So for the eye candy, I was really stuck between Michelle Keegan and myself. So I took to the streets and I surveyed 100 people to find out who's more attractive out of myself and Michelle. And 99% of the people said me, and the one person that chose Michelle mysteriously died, and I had nothing to do with it.
Michelle is a beauty, though.
She is proper fit. Right, so on each episode, you get your arch nemesis. If it's male and female, they argue all the time, but there's this, like, weird underlying
Undertone of
sexy
love.
sexual
tension.
chemistry.
Yeah.
And then on season 3, they just hate fuck each other.
Yeah.
And for that, I've cast Liam Gallagher
Great.
and Gail Platt from Coronation Street. She's an icon.
Yeah.
You don't know who Gail Platt is, do you? Have you ever seen Coronation Street?
You don't know who Gail Platt is?
Ugh.
That's...
How have you never seen Corrie? And as well, have either of you hate fucked anyone?
To be honest with you, I think all I've ever done is hate fuck.
I like bit of kissing, bit of smooching. I
Yeah.
feel like hate fucking is like, don't even look at me.
Put your head on the...
Why are you taking it? So you automatically assume the position of...
Pegging.
Actually, I don't like pegging, but I do like a nibble of the ear.
They're
very different
Very
things.
big difference
Oh, I thought you were
between
gonna agree
them.
with me. I thought you were
No,
gonna- yeah.
I was going to say, bit of a nibble of the ear, taking a 12-inch dildo up the ass.
I mean, it sounds like you've put an awful lot of thought into this.
I want you to teach me how to do, like, flirting, like an Essex boy.
Easy. You need to lean in.
Lean in.
Eye contact, less like Ted Bundy.
Can I blink?
It's not a staring competition,
Okay.
mate, it's flirting. So now what you need to do is lower your voice a little bit, Josh.
Like this low. Bit higher? Low.
Your head doesn't need to go with your voice.
Oh, you're all right, babe.
Yeah, what you want?
A bit of your sweet ass.
OK, Sam's done the Pete Wicks lick.
Do you have, like, food on your mouth or something?
It's sexy, Josh.
Have you ever tried just being nice?
No, and also, because it's on TV, you need to immediately ramp it up. So everything I've said, take it on board, and action.
You're all right, babe. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What are you saying?
Not too much. I don't know many words.
I like a man with no words.
That's good. Less talking, more fucking. What about some of these?
I love the shape of your fingernails.
That is possibly one of the most horrific and unsexy things. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure my cock and bollocks have gone into hibernation.
Yous are both absolutely fucking useless. I've learnt nothing, and I'm gonna go back to just doing stand-up comedy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
And finally, it's time for the only important part of the show. It's Prick of the Week. This week's nominations are Lawrence Fox. It's a surprise he's not actually been nominated previous to this, but this week is a real fucking treasure. The actor and now London Mayor candidate, Lawrence Cox, as I'm now calling him, has found himself in the centre of another Twitter spat. Lawrence decided last week it would be a good idea to belittle a doctor. He said, "I pay your salary, chum. You lot should learn how to say thank you. At this point, I'm just grateful for the option of private medical insurance. I wouldn't want to be treated by a political institution. So sensitive, it needs a round of applause just to finish work." One of the most interesting parts of this story for me is that Lawrence Fox is an actor. What happens when they finish work? Oh, yeah. Fucking idiot. What a fucking helmet.
I think they probably just want higher salaries. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
So, moving on to the other nominees, we have 3 rude pricks from Netflix. From the next series of Too Hot to Handle, we have Matthew Mahwini, Harry Johnson and Beau Greenslade. After filming series 2 of Too Hot to Handle, the trio decided to down margaritas before hopping on a flight from Miami to London. And the reality stars decided to harass aeroplane staff, swearing at stewardesses who refused to top them up.
It kind of shows the state of person that signs up to reality TV nowadays.
Yes, 7 years ago, it was a completely different story. You had some of the most credible people in the UK signing up to reality TV. Now, you've got dickheads who like to get drunk and harass stewardesses. Thankfully, all 3 of them were arrested and fined over their behaviour. What a bunch of pricks. And they are your nominees for this week. You have Lawrence Cox and you have some pricks from Too Hot to Handle. Vote now on the PS Reality News Instagram straight after this show.
Sadly, that's all we've got time for this week on Pete and Sam's Reality News. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Sam Thompson.
I've been Pete.
Take care of yourselves. Stay away from each other.
Ta-da. Right, mate, I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Me and Lockie having a little movie night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I've got to pick up dinner and a couple of bottles of wine and that, so
boring.
I'm off. Lovely to see you.
Please invite me, please. Please.
All right. Yeah, go on, come.
Yeah, baby! I'm coming! The lads are out in force!
Yeah, the lads are out.
Come on!
Yeah.
Couple of beers, baby. We're gonna go back, watch some movies. We can do, like, put on a puppet show.
Yeah.
Come on! We're